Welcome to Auburn, Alabama. A beautiful day for college football as the War Eagle cry reverberates across Jordan-Hare Stadium as their beloved Tigers are set to kick off another season. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Extending the play. Complete to the right. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Clemson jumps to the line. He'll take it himself. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. On the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense getting set for first down. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. On the option. Now the toss. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Auburn sends out the punting unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep...
Off he goes! He's at the 10, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Looking down the middle. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Let's go. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Kane. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Caught in the backfield, it's Riley. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
Okay, ready? That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Clemson 14, Auburn 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Cobb. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
The option look. The pitch. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's simple play, simple game. Get that first down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw it on first down. Looking deep. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.